Hey guys, Jagus here. This is Jagus Reviews. Alright, so I'm going to do a couple quick videos with this new ZZA K8. It is on the right. Now, I was able to cop this for about 42 bucks. Right now on Amazon, max is 70, I believe, or 65. And then they do have one of the promo codes going, which brings it down to around 50 bucks, which is still insanely good. It's a good little speaker. It is heavy, well built, comes with microphones, kind of the whole thing for pretty decent, and it has a massive battery in it, 18,000 milliamps, which is way good for a speaker that like this size. I'm gonna put it up against all these other speakers that are in its size first and foremost. So one of the better ones, but still has its problems, everything else, but the Soundcore Boom 2, 130 bucks normally. It is pretty much always on sale with $30 off on Amazon for about 100 bucks. So you're looking at about double the price of the ZZA speaker, depending on what promo codes you're able to get with these speakers. And full price, the ZZA is about $65, $70. The Soundcore is $130, so still about double. But let's see if the Soundcore is worth double, you know? And the Soundcore has gone up against a lot of other speakers like the JBL Extreme 4 and Bose SoundLink Max, and it holds its own super well, and it is relatively cheap compared to those other speakers. Eventually I will get those two. I just hate the fact that you're basically spending 400 bucks per speaker on the JBL and the Bose. So just a little crazy at this day and age with all of these other speakers at so cheap that do so good for them to be charging so much money. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this started off. 50% to start.
Hey,
Boom 2.
I'm like, if you broke, just say that. Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that.
ZZA.
Ain't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So now I can't debate. I'm like, if you broke, just say that. Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. Now we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Now I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So now I can't debate. What the be wrong with y'all?
Boom 2.
My no, and I ain't just called to stall. I'm really trying to knock down all you walls. These talk tough as, but when it come time, they call the law. And I really do rock with me, so tell me why I need y'all applause. Good God, y'all lame as better stick to your lane as well.
ZZA.
Made to fail, and never could let no shade prevail. And I feel too blessed today. I just got paid like yesterday. And I think I'm fooled around, so baby girl, put your away. Like, if you broke, just say that. Ay, ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that.
Boom 2.
I can't debate. I'm like, if you
Let's bump them up.
Ain't no need to hate. You should
60%.
Don't play that. Now we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So now I can't debate.
ZZA.
Be on your mind, hating on me like all
60%.
Look, you lame as think about me, get on your grind. Them boys too internet, talk too tough, ain't being a threat. Good pack cigarette, can't see me, my silhouette. You weak, you jive. Phone too dry, no clientele. I thrive on the
Boom 2.
sold out show, I'm live as well. Smoked out there, can't find me, just find the smell. Invest, I buy and sell. Claim they rich, bet time to tell. I'm like, if you broke, just say that. Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So now I can't debate.
ZZA.
If you broke, just say that. Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. Now we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So now I can't debate.
Alright. Let's see. Next, let's do some top speed. Still on ZZA. Let's bump it up. 75%.
Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Speed it up, 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 speed it up.
Boom 2.
Faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. I'ma wake up, go dumb. I'm pretty God like a nun. I'ma put that on my son. On go like 3, 2, 1. Don't smoke, I need my lungs. I stack and feed my funds. I'ma do this, have fun, ayy.
ZZA.
Ayy, don't matter, ayy. Get magic, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Speed it up, 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 speed it up. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. You do you, I do me. I'ma take this overseas. I'ma do this for my
Soundcore.
Wipe your hair and bling bling. You heard top speed, that's me. You heard that it up, that's me. You heard way up, that's me. I'm a soundtrack, ayy. I'm blasted, ayy. Don't matter, ayy. Get magic, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up.
ZZA.
Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Speed it up, 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 speed it up. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster.
Soundcore.
Go faster, ayy.
Gonna do a little R&B, all full blast. Soundcore.
I don't wanna be crazy no more. Every time I think you go
ZZA.
out of my,
Full blast.
I start to jump to the conclusion you don't love me no more. Babe, give me some work, where can you just reassure me? I've been it before it starts.
Boom 2.
Protecting my heart, hurt disguised as strength, but it self-sabotage my love, self-sabotage my love,
ZZA.
cause of my own pain.
All right, forklifts. Boom 2. ZZA. All right, guys, I'm going to stop it there. I think that gives us a good idea of how these two speakers sound, what we're working with, and kind of price for what you're paying. Both of these are two of the better speakers, I think, in the market right now for cheap speakers. Other higher known brands, like we said, the Bose SoundLink Max, JBL Extreme 4, they are closer to the $400 mark. Now Soundcore is about $100 and the ZZA is about $50. So, I mean, way cheaper. Obviously, those better brands might sound just a little bit better. From what I've seen in other videos, though, that doesn't necessarily seem to be the case. So, for these smaller portable Bluetooth speakers, I really think this is two of the top picks. As well as the XW BMTL Boom. Now, I will be throwing that up against the ZZA, but it actually beat the Boom 2 pretty much without any questions or anything. I just want to point out a few things. The Boom 2 has some of the better bass in these little speakers. However, the ZZA actually has more deep bass by quite a bit. It's reaching quite a bit deeper. I hope you heard that in the recordings. You know, I can only record so well, So I do apologize, but I think they turn out pretty well, and over YouTube it still gives you a pretty good understanding of the difference in the speakers that we're battling. But the ZZA definitely is hitting really deep bass. I want to do a hertz test on it soon and see how deep we're actually getting. The Boom 2 was kind of unrivaled with how much bass and how deep a bass you could get out of a speaker around this size. And the ZZA is just smoking it in terms of the deep bass. Now, both of them have a decent amount of mid bass. I do think the Soundcore Boom 2 has more mid bass. And then when it comes to the mids, the ZZA is lacking just a little bit, and it has a ton of highs and good clarity. Now, the Soundcore Boom 2 has more mids, absolutely. You can definitely tell, and almost slightly lacking a little bit in the highs compared to like the ZZA. But that's really the two main points, is that the Soundcore sounds a little bit warmer and almost slightly muddy because of the mids and the mid bass that it's producing, whereas the ZZA sounds a little bit more open and airy and sparkly because of the highs, but lack of mids a bit that it does have. Both of these are great speakers. For the price, you can't go wrong either way. Best price budget Bluetooth speaker on the market right now is probably going to be the ZZA, followed by the Soundcore. Now, the Soundcore, I think, did sound a little bit better in certain areas, but then the ZZA also sounded better in certain areas, like the deep bass, like a little bit wider dispersion of the sound. But one other big thing that you're going to notice with these two speakers is the ZZA is heavy. It has a massive battery. It's got really beefy drivers and not the neodymium magnets, I don't believe. So the ZZA is much heavier, maybe even like twice as heavy. So the Soundcore Boom 2 definitely takes the portability factor to the next level. The Boom 2 is way easier to transport wherever you want to go, not taking up very much weight whatsoever, and still producing a lot of sound. Now the ZZA, one last thing, did seem like it got a skosh louder, not by a lot, but just the tiniest bit louder than the Soundcore Boom 2. And that's pretty impressive. The Boom 2 is louder than the Extreme 4, it's louder than the SoundLink Max, it's louder than most speakers in its size, so that's pretty impressive. But all in all, great speakers. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it helps me out a lot. We'll see you on the next video.